Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That second down play nets a -4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. For the Eagles, a look now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
I got you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Time to roll through the starters now defensively for Miami. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, he's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And to give this time to the tailback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you feel that.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Faking the give, now Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense, because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well, as they start out 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time, as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The numbers for Sanders last week: 25 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Watson on first down. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Watson off play action. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Pushes him over, and now running right through him. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now Watson. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground here at Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Watson now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
50 seconds to Mike. You're not.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. His guys lead on the road in Philly as we send you back up to Lincoln Financial Field and rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the gun on third, Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter.
Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. And they are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you were ever wondering, should I believe my special teams coach about, these plays are valuable? Think no more. Huge play, big block, and now they've set up their offense inside the 10-yard line. A chance to score.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. To throw is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gross. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Right back to Drake. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. To throw is Watson from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
56, Mike, 56. Come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
3 down, 3 down.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. It's complete to Drake. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
Right here.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Watson on third down. Open man is QT, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 39, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Again, they were targeting Marshall there. That'll bring up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Incomplete. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And James has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Letting one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Watson going deep here for Stills. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Second and 14. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
On 2nd and 10, Watson.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. Time is up.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All day, dog.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right, tight on the right.
At the 11-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.